I've got to do some searching. I saw it Friday night and then never searched it because I've been so busy. But on MSNBC, they now, I guess, because I don't really watch a lot of TV, they re-air 60 Minutes. And I think it was about 9 at night. And I turn on, I want to get some propaganda. I want to see what they're up to. So I go to MSNBC and they're airing 60 Minutes. And it was so amazing. But I was over at my parents' house, and so I didn't record it, couldn't figure out how to record it by the time I saw it. And it was what I've seen in all the manuals that we've put in films and talked about, and some of the training videos, but it was worse. It showed the Pentagon funding seminars in every police department in the country, including corporations now and InfraGard, with these Army colonels, some retired, some not, who look completely insane, but very charismatic, with cops who look like they'd been put in microwave ovens. I mean, you could tell they'd done 10, 15 cycles of roids where it was just all kind of like blubber now. And it showed all these crazy-looking roid-head cops who looked like they were out of their minds, and women cops and people. And it showed them, and they were saying, yes, Al-Qaeda will attack every single police station and school. They will attack me. I will be attacked. Al-Qaeda will attack you. And it cuts to the Pentagon-funded group saying, everyone will be attacked. You will be attacked. And of course, it's domestic groups. See, they're moving away from Al-Qaeda now. They're saying people are going to attack you everywhere. And I guess as the government tries to take everybody's property and checkpoints and people get mad because their pension funds are being taken, there probably are going to be some people that get angry. So they're getting ready for 1776, and they're the redcoats. And they're actually up there, though, teaching them to be totally fearful and freaked out. And it showed these cops completely glassy-eyed, roided out of their minds, who could barely talk, going, I think he's great. They're trying to keep me safe from the terrorist. I mean, it was like, whoa, whoa. I mean, this is a self-fulfilling, delusional prophecy where the cops, I mean, I was watching more news this weekend than I normally do because of the 10th anniversary celebration of fear and the death of liberty in America. That's what it's turned into, is like the day they killed America. But America's a spirit, so we can always breathe life back into it. But America's dead. It's over. Goose is cooked a long time ago. You got to be honest about that to get it back. And I'm watching, and it was like checkpoints in Dallas, checkpoints in Los Angeles, checkpoints in Boston, Detroit, Michigan, New York, Washington, D.C., and it just showed random troops out searching people's cars, Army, cops in battle gear with guns strapped to their legs, M16s, and looking all scared. And imagine, women and children are walking around, and there's cops with machine guns. Terrorists are everywhere. Buddy, let's say there was going to be a real car bombing or something this week. Or, I mean, statistically, you've got a better chance of being struck by lightning, dying from a honeybee. When a honeybee flies by you, do you just run and cower in fear? Maybe you do. Thousands of people get bit by water moccasins every year. Hundreds and hundreds die. Number one cause of death from snakes is water moccasin. Much worse than rattlesnake. Rattlesnakes want to stay away from you. Water moccasins are mean. I had friends, people I knew. One guy in high school went to college, jumped into the lake. The water moccasins were in a mating ball, killed him. Bit him hundreds of times. Died of cardiac arrest. I mean, do we not go to the lake and swim because there's one chance out of a million a snake's going to bite us? Stop it. Stop. I mean, it is just a culture of abject fear, and it's so obvious. Even if you think 9/11 isn't an inside job, there's no doubt it's being used to take our freedoms, and that they're beta testing it away from Muslim extremists, quote, over to the general public in the Fedder's anti-New World Order people. Why? Because you can say what you want about Muslims. They're not going along with sterilization and GMO and the end of the family. They've got to be knocked out. So the globalists are going to hire people and fund groups and allow extremists to attack so they can go in and kill millions of these people, blow up their infrastructure to reduce their population, send in occupying armies, and then roll in the vaccines after that. Forced inoculations now beginning. Domestically, who do they want? People who are still Americans, that love liberty, freedom, can skin a buck, run a trot line, know the Federal Reserve is private. All the police manuals, it's not about Al-Qaeda, folks. It's about you, The very good old boys that cheered the police state thinking it'd keep you safe. Now, speaking of that, here it is. Credible terror threat turns into fear-mongering farce. The police stormed the aircraft that was landed, and it goes through all of this, ABC News reports, and told them, anyone gets out of your seat, you're dead. They then took everybody off the plane and talked and interrogated, and were told, well, this couple was giggling and laughing and went in the bathroom together and then came right back out. No discernment. You see a couple giggling, laughing, going into the bathroom. But they're running all these TV ads now where it shows a yuppie on a train leaving his bag. And now I've seen it. I've been at the airport and just put my bag here. I've got some barbecue I'm eating. I want some napkins and salt. It's 15 feet away to the little kiosk. I walk and people are like, sir, your bag, your bag. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm supposed to lug 2 big bags over. People are kissing. Land the plane. Cops, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And they show these TV ads now where it shows a guy at a mall, leaves his bag, and so a woman starts chasing him going, stop, he left his bag, Homeland Security. And then it cuts to TSA walking the mall. We're here to help, ma'am. I mean, we've posted these videos. And there's now more than 10 of them. In all the videos but one, everyone is white who's a terrorist. Everyone's a minority that reports them. Even the Southern Poverty Law Center said, yes, it's whites that are the terrorist, and it's minorities that report them. They're rebranding. But then I'm racist for even recognizing. I always point out stereotypes. I mean, this is the political correctness. There was a Daily Mail article where they won't deliver now copies of the Bible or the Gospel of Matthew, the British Postal Service saying it's a hate crime. They're already arresting preachers in Canada that read from the Bible, passages that are not liked. But now they're just saying Bibles aren't allowed, period. These politically correct people are not liberals. They manipulate well-meaning people. Oh, don't say something hurtful. Oh, I'm going to have you arrested. Well, free speech is nice, but don't want to hurt people's feelings. But reading these articles here, there were bomb scares because of cardboard boxes on the side of the highway. Mattresses now cause abject fear. And all of this is about not fearing what you should be concerned about, big out-of-control government. It's all about being... But the scariest thing was the cops. I saw cops around the country around checkpoints. They were scared. They were shaking as they checked each car. They really believe that there are Al-Qaeda under every table. I mean, land of the cowards, home of the slaves. Whatever happened to us? How did we become so cowardly? It's just when you watch people under mind control. That's why the Founding Fathers talked about this, so many other historians, philosophers. You have got to get control of fear in your life. And after you get control of it finally and learn to just turn it loose, it is so empowering. You don't really start living until you get rid of your fear. It doesn't mean you're dumb. Doesn't mean you go jump off a cliff or drive recklessly. It's just you get control of yourself and you think in a cold fashion. And the statistics don't lie. The statistics don't lie. Close to 400,000 people die a year in automobile accidents. Some years it's 300 and something. Some years almost 400. We all still get in our cars. We all still get on airplanes. So how have we gotten to a point where they hype all of this terror? They hype all of this fear to a crescendo. And then I have stacks of the reports. I know you saw it in your local area. Mattress blows out of the back of a truck, highway shut down. And the procedure for the police, because they want their department to keep getting funded, is put on a show. There's actually been leaked memos over a decade ago about this. And they'll send a robot up and blow up the mattress, blow up the cardboard box. And then it's on the news and people are like, the suspicious package was blown up. They never say wasn't a bomb, was a bomb. It's all meant to create the perception in the childlike minds of the public that there are bombs. Then they have drills unannounced in Chicago, in Seattle. Some of these drills where they blow up buses. They burn areas of downtown. They'll lease 10, 15 houses and catch them or buy them and catch them on fire and then have the fire department there. And they're smoking bombs. Everybody's like, terrorists are hitting. And an hour later, I'm the mayor, just a drill. But again, all of America is a giant re-education camp. That's what this is. This is Soviet re-education. They have drills coast to coast where they go in, generally elementary students, unannounced, and actually point guns at them and scream at them and say, we are anti-New World Order people. We hate you. We're pro-Second Amendment. We're pro-homeschool. This is in the manuals. Look it up. I've shown you the articles. And the children cry and freak out. And the parents are in such a trance to authority figures that when they get mad and come to the school, they say, it's all right. We had to do it because of the militia. It's a federal drill. It's all right, Mrs. Johnson. It's all right. In fact, I remember reading the articles in the aftermath about it in a Michigan case many times on air. How they handled the parents. We have to do it for their safety. It's because of the gun owners. And they tell them it was a drill because the homeschoolers might attack the school. By the way, if you're a new listener, I'm not joking. Just like I said, Ann Coulter said radiation is good for Japanese, and I went and read the article to you. I mean, I've probably played this 20 times over the years. I played it, gone and found the AP articles where you know, in the federal grants, they say we have to come here and say we are homeschoolers against public education was one of the federal documents. And all over the country, little kids are sitting there and they're in their class and in-run cops under federal grants to scream at them and yell at them and scare them and then tell them we're homeschoolers. And it actually works. They tell them we're a pro-Second Amendment group. Guns are bad. And for the rest of their life, the kid's just traumatized. And I hate those Second Amendment groups. I had to be traumatized as a child for my safety. And again, it's so bold and so naked and people feel so powerless, they decide to accept the cops doing it and go, okay, abuse my family. You see, it's a giant re-education camp. America is a giant brainwashing camp with cops all scared to death. Ask yourselves, what are you doing in this time of great challenge? What are you doing to unlock minds?